I'm Tom Maguire, and I have the privilege of acting as the interim director of the San Francisco MTA, and we're here today to celebrate the opening of this beautiful train platform in front of this beautiful arena. The UCSF Chase Center 16th Street platform is going to be the best way to get to the Chase Center Arena, and we're so excited to be cutting the ribbon on that platform today, the first step in showing San Francisco that this is going to be, the Warriors Arena will be the most sustainable, the most transit-friendly, and the most accessible arena in the NBA. And to join us in celebrating that opening, I'd like to welcome Mayor London Breed.
Thank you, Tom. Well, there are a lot of folks here today to celebrate this platform, and I just want to start by thanking each and every one of you for being here and helping us to get the word out. But I especially want to thank the Warriors, because not only have they committed to making sure that this is the most transit-friendly Chase Center anywhere, but they have put their money where their mouth is by making investments in our transportation system here in San Francisco. And this platform is just one of their many commitments to supporting transportation to Chase Arena for the over 220 events that they plan to host every single year. We announced a few weeks ago that any event that you attend at Chase Center, you can basically show your ticket as proof of payment to get on Muni and pull up right to the almost front door and walk over and enjoy a good time. And then when you're ready to go, you can hop right back on Muni to get home or to the BART or wherever it is that you're trying to get to. A year ago, we formed a committee to talk about how we were going to be the most transit-friendly location when Chase Center opened. And the Warriors have been at the table, UCSF has been at the table, our legislators, including David Chiu, who's here today, they've been at the table. And I really want to thank UCSF and Dr. Sam Hawgood for being here today and for being an incredible partner in what we needed to do to ensure that people are able to get in and out of this community, whether they're going to the hospital at UCSF or going to class, or they're coming home to Mission Bay, or they're going to Chase Center. This neighborhood, which basically used to be a railway and empty space, has now become a real part of San Francisco as an incredible, thriving community with people, with restaurants, with places to go and things to do. And I gotta tell you, Chase Center is like the icing on the cake, because this is where entertainment is gonna happen. This is where the championship Warriors NBA champions will play, right here in San Francisco, starting this fall for actually coming home for the second time ever in our great city. And I am so excited about what's to come when we open this new center. But today is about really promoting our transportation plans and how we need to get people around this area safely, securely, efficiently. The thing that people ask about the most, first of all, San Francisco has a lot of congestion, but now that we're adding another 18,000 people who are going to visit this area over the course of 220 events, what are we doing? Well, we got bike share, we got plans with Muni, we have so many incredible opportunities for people to choose the ferry service and transit options first, and our goal is to get the word out and to hopefully, when we first open this amazing place, we'll see tons of people getting off right at this platform to attend the first concert that's happening here and to attend one of the first games that that's going to be happening here for the Golden State Warriors. And so I'm excited about this, and I know it's been a long time coming. Thank you to the neighborhood for your patience and all the people that have had a tremendous role. And I also like to add my real appreciation for the Warriors and the 4 additional trains that we're going to be getting in addition to the platform and some of the other infrastructure improvements, as their commitment to doing all they can to provide transit options for the visitors to Chase Arena. They've been an incredible partner in this city. And at this time, I'd like to introduce another incredible partner, someone who's helped on the legislative side and continues to advocate not only for resources for San Francisco, but continues to push the envelope around the kinds of transit options that we need to make San Francisco and the Bay Area a more transit-friendly, a more efficient place to move people around. That's Assemblymember David Chiu.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. San Francisco, we ready for basketball? We ready for the Warriors? So I was trying to think of something pithy to say that would be appropriate for this day, and this is what I'll say in 4 words. This is the station for Dub Nation. All right? This ride, this journey has been long in coming. I was just talking to Rick Welts about how it was about 8 years ago when I was serving as president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, I got a quiet little call about the possibility that the Warriors might move to our great city. And a lot has happened over that time. I remember asking him the question, how are we going to move 18,000 people in and out of games this many times a year? Today, we unveil part of the solution to that blue and gold question. I want to also, along with the mayor, thank so many folks that were responsible for the day, starting with the mayor and her team at Muni, along with our contractors, our engineers, our builders, of course, to the Warriors for your vision of what an amazing venue could be about. UCSF, thank you not just for your science, but also your partnership. I want to take a moment and thank the neighborhoods, the neighbors, our transit advocates for bringing us to where we are today. I also want to take a moment and thank the legislature as well as the Bay Area voters who last year passed Regional Measure 3, which is over $4 billion of transit and congestion funding to help ensure that we are building the best transit system in the world here in San Francisco. And let me also mention, today is a ribbon cutting, but this is not going to be the last transit stop ribbon cutting. As I was reminded while we were moving forward with Regional Measure 3, it was actually Rick Welts and Chancellor Hawgood who suggested to me and my colleagues that we also invest in a ferry system that includes a future Mission Bay ferry stop. And if all goes well in 2021, we will hopefully do a ribbon cutting there as well.
We have a temporary option.
With the temporary option, as Mayor Bree just reminded me, but let me just close by saying that we all know that the greatest 21st century cities have great transit. And we know we have more work to do in San Francisco, but this is one of the major stops to ensuring that we have great transit here in San Francisco and here in the Bay. Go Dubs. And with that, it's my honor to introduce someone who needs no introduction, someone who has overseen 3 NBA championships over the last 5 years, the president of the Golden State Warriors, Rick Welts.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a day, another great day. We have been on this journey for about 7 years now. I know it's a distant memory, but we had some press conference on Piers 3032 about 7 years ago, accepting Mayor Lee's invitation to bring the Warriors back to San Francisco. Obviously, a lot has happened since then. 2 people up here, actually all of them, but 2 in particular at that point in time were critical to this project. David Chiu, in his former role at the Board of Supervisors, was one of the first advocates for this project. And it seems really easy now that it's all done. At the time, he took some arrows for us. And there were some times when it wasn't the easiest position to be taking. And David, we owe you a great debt of gratitude and the support you gave us then and guiding us to our new home here in Mission Bay. I'm going to introduce this guy in a moment, but I want to say something about him before I do. Chancellor Hawgood has been an amazing partner in getting this project done. Through the time that I have known him, which initiated with this project, I've come to respect what an incredible steward you are for this amazing institution. He's a really good negotiator, too, I will tell you that. He was... we had a common vision, but we had to figure out how to get there. And the getting there was the part that Chancellor Hawgood was so instrumental in making happen. Mayor Breed, even before she was mayor, was a supporter. She even came with us to China a few years ago to see the Warriors play there. But she has, since the time she has been in office, been an unbelievable advocate in focusing on what it's going to take to make this project successful for the city. And I think her encouragement is what resulted in our Muni program. Remember that. Your ticket to any event at Chase Center is your ticket on Muni. Free transportation on Muni the day of the event. That's an incredible opportunity. I think it's not only going to be great for getting people familiar with Muni on Muni, I think it's going to bring a lot of people to Muni that have never tried it before because of the guests from outside the Bay Area, from people outside of San Francisco, who now will have an experience with Muni that hopefully they'll repeat over and over again. And I think, Mayor, you've assured us that Tom has made sure with all this demand that we're creating that the service is going to match that demand, right? Isn't that what you told me? All right. So thanks to each and every one of you. You deserve to be up here, and we're less than a month away from cutting a ribbon and welcoming our first event, Metallica and the San Francisco Symphony. What else would you do in San Francisco on September 6th? So thanks to all of you, and it's now my pleasure to turn this over to Chancellor Sam Hawgood. Sam? Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. And let me add my welcome to you all here to our world-class university, research university and medical center here at Mission Bay. And we are delighted to be welcoming the equally world-class Golden State Warriors to be our neighbors at the Chase Center. It has been a journey, as Rick mentioned, but I am confident that everything is in place to make this a spectacular success, not just for Mission Bay, but for San Francisco. At UCSF, we strongly believe in the Mayor's transit-first policies. We run our electric shuttle service across all of our sites to keep our patients, our staff, our students out of cars, and we promote the use of transit whenever we can. That includes allowing city employees to access our transit to Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital. I would especially like to thank the Mayor, who from day one has made a commitment to make the opening of the Chase Center and the operations of the Chase Center the great success that I know it will be, and with the cooperation of the MTA for their terrific work on this new pavilion. My office is just here. I can actually see this transit center and see the Chase Center from my office. I believe I'll be looking directly into Rick's office, so we'll be able to monitor very carefully how this all works. But we're very excited about welcoming the Warriors to our neighborhood. I thank members of the UCSF community, but the broader community who have tolerated a lot of construction, including our own construction, and the Warriors and the transit, but it will be all over soon and we'll be able to enjoy the fruits of everyone's labor. So thank you for being here. It's a very, very exciting day. Tom?
Thank you, Chancellor, and thank you again for your patience and for all the neighbors here in Mission Bay, Dogpatch, and all the neighborhoods who have been so patient with the amount of construction that has taken place and that has been required for a great station and a great arena to take shape here in Mission Bay. Thanks also to our elected officials for their leadership, for always encouraging us to put transit first. Of course, to the Warriors for their leadership in funding infrastructure investments, making your Muni ticket, making your Warriors ticket count as your Muni ticket. They've raised the bar for the other teams in the NBA. I'm looking forward to seeing what our peer cities
And other teams in San Francisco.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Also joined by our MTA board member, Gwyneth Borden, whose leadership has been terrific on this as well. Thank you. And finally, thank you to all the MTA employees and construction workers, many of whom are here today, who have been working so hard for the last few months to make sure this station opened before the arena opened, so that we've got a great facility in place for all the fans who are going to show up here in just 1 month. So with that, let's go across the street and let's go cut a ribbon.
Everybody ready? Yep. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2,